On today's episode,
pretty big, don't you think?
Legacy Hunter. We are the backbone of America. We are not afraid of getting our hands a little dirty. We work hard for what we have. We are where Scripture takes action. We are average Joes. Your land and our land are the hunting grounds.
The Huntin Grounds is brought to you by Everett Chevrolet of Northwest Arkansas, Bedford Cameron Video, Morrell Targets, Hook, Line, and Sinker Outdoors, and by these fine sponsors.
Welcome to Season 3 of the Huntin Grounds. We're a little bit different of a show, and we want to introduce you guys to our family and our friends and the staff of our team. So on this episode, you get to know them a little bit, and we get to go on some really exciting hunts that shows everything that the Huntin Grounds represents. To be honest, I never thought the Huntin Grounds would get where it's at. You know, it's not just another hunting show for me, it's a lifestyle. It's a legacy that I want to pass on to our viewers and the youth and the family that I interact with on the show.
About a year ago, I started following the Huntin Grounds on Facebook. I started watching all their videos on YouTube, and I saw what these guys stood for, and I knew I wanted to be a part of this team.
I'm the Huntin Grounds mom. I love being a mom. There's no better job in the world. And I feel like it's my responsibility to drive my kids completely crazy, and I'm really good at it. We moved out to the country when Stephen was maybe 6 years old, and he walked out the back door and we hardly ever saw him again. I guess the coyotes raised him.
The Huntin Grounds, being there since the beginning, it's been incredible knowing the show when it was only a dream, a goal, a concept, and a passion.
My son's dreams are finally coming true. I get to spend a lot more time with Stephen in the woods, changing our terrain of our land, producing deer, and just being together.
I've not hunted my whole life like some of these guys, but I'm not any less passionate about it. Since Steve reintroduced me to hunting a few years ago, I've learned so much about land and wildlife management.
Through all the years that my brother has done the Huntin Grounds, I have seen so much. I've actually learned a lot. He's shown me lots of food plots. I've helped him plan a little bit here and there. And this year I hope to go out on my first hunt with some of the deer that have been eating in them.
I first heard about the Huntin Grounds when I was working my way through college. Not really knowing what I wanted to do yet with my life, but after sitting down and talking with Steve and watching and learning about his passion for the outdoors has inspired me to do the same.
So it was about 3 years ago I was teaching. I felt like God wanted me to take a leap of faith and pursue my passion of the outdoors a little more. So I started this online video series called The Huntin Grounds. I want to teach people a cost-effective way to manage small property. A lot of people said I couldn't make it, but I didn't care. I was passionate about it, and it was something I was going to do and stick with it. Even though I had no idea how to work the cameras or do any kind of the editing, I was still going to stick with it.
I've watched Stephen build the Huntin Grounds from the ground up. It's his passion and his purpose in life, and he works on it 24/7. He's put a lot of effort into this, and he's finally added team members who are helping him out, and they just all become part of our big family.
I try to be at as many THG events as I possibly can, from paintballing to concerts to anything that pops into his head, and it's all fun. Bam!
Hi, I'm Susie Everett with Everett Chevrolet, here with just one simple message. If you want a better way to buy a new Chevy, just come see us. You'll love the way we do business. Our customers have said it's the best car buying experience they've ever had, and we work hard to make sure every customer feels that same way. And so does Bo, although you might catch him taking a nap. Family owned, customer friendly, Everett Chevrolet in Springdale, I-540 at Elm Springs Road.
Hey guys! Hey guys!
View our videos at THG-TV.com. Follow us on Twitter at THG TV. Like us on Facebook as the Huntin Grounds. Follow us on Instagram at THG TV.
I'm glad he's laughing. I was just, you broke that stick over there. You're supposed to stick at his face. Oh.
When it comes to that shot of a lifetime,
and archery becomes more than an obsession.
And shooting is more than just a game.
Perfect practice. We'll make perfect shots.
nobody beats Morel.
Nobody.
Nobody beats Morel.
Filming and hunting has always been two big passions of mine. On this first hunt, it's a very special hunt as I get my friend Sir Cough-a-Lot Kyle out with me on one of our mini hunts back in high school. We're going after a big boy and we're going to see if we can get lucky. So Kyle and I, we're out there, we're looking like professionals now. We've got the old school camera going and we've got a doe, seriously, within 10 yards. Kyle likes to cough and gags, and he does these like super coughs where it's like a and so Kyle's over there seriously like wiping his nose with the leaves, scares the doe off. Luckily I see something coming over the hill. So you see the deer?
Yes, and the nose just kept dribbling. It's like a water fountain.
Talking about the big buck.
Oh!
Okay, so this big buck, we're on a big...
Are we talking about the smaller first one, or are we talking about your buck?
There wasn't that smaller first one, but there's a doe. Anyway, so there's got like two big trees, they're in a V, Kyle's on one side, big buck comes up over the hill. So I just slide the muzzleloader through, Kyle's kind of positioned on the side, not knowing he's pretty close to the muzzle. You ready?
No.
We're gonna shoot. Can you find the deer?
I think.
I'm ready. Boom! Shot the deer.
Whoa, what was that?
Kyle thought I shot him. So we're at this really large tree. It's got like a V in it. Kyle's kind of positioned around the side. That buck's coming in on the other side of us. I slipped that muzzleloader across, knowing that that muzzle is pretty close to the camera. Static goes across the screen. Kyle thinks he's shot. The deer's flopping around. It's chaos.
Yes.
Get him.
I don't know.
I got him.
You did? Where's he at?
He's down, he's down.
Okay. Oh, good.
This way, this way. Oh, yeah.
Oh. That scared me.
He's in. Look how big he is.
Oh. Oh boy, this is so much fun.
So the camera was just flopping around my neck. I forgot what it was recording. I forgot what I was doing out there.
He thought he was shot. So he's a little bit in a mess, but he's a little excited at the same time because he gets to blow his nose, he gets to gag, and he gets to cough. And most importantly, his first question was, you don't want to hunt this evening now, do you?
Can we say home where it's warm, please?
I think we need to shoot him again.
He's fine.
Are you happy now? You don't want to hunt tonight, do you? I just got here. I know. He's huge. All I did was go. There's huge. There's four. There's four. What do I do? What do I do? Now can I make noise? Oh boy. He's huge. Okay, hold on. I noticed the deer coming in. Thank goodness.
They've been coming in that way.
Now go.
We've had deer all over us today. We had 4 deer come in. We couldn't tell what the back one was. I finally saw it was a buck, so we got him. He's down right there, but I'm gonna reload just in case. You can see him up there. Big old white bill. He's a big buck. I can't tell where he is, 8 or 10. I wasn't looking at the rack.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh. That's big. Oh, look at that. How big he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's at least 9 point. Maybe count a couple of these kickers. Pretty big, aren't you think? He's huge. Look, he's fat too. You might even count him a 10 pointer with that. Jeez. We're gonna do some showing off before
What?
Show him in the neck. Okay, now the fun begins. Ready? That was a 65-yard shot through all that brush. I had a perfect opening. If you can see back, you can't even see back 65 yards.
So you can see there our passion,
his passion,
for the outdoors and filming is there. You know, we're very dedicated, or I'm dedicated, one or the other.
Friend.
He's a dedicated friend, sometimes videographer, whatever I choose for him to be.
Help.
Exactly. But we had a good time. You know, it's one thing, we've been out there for a very long time. We've been very successful to get these hunts on film.
I have one question. Do we still have to drag it out of the woods again?
I drug it out of the woods, so let me tell you, that's a whole nother story. I drug it all the way out of the woods.
I didn't help.
About 10
was
foot.
Too heavy.
10 foot.
Okay.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting you to come see the all-new 2014 Chevy Silverado at Everett Chevrolet. The all-new Silverado delivers power, performance, and style with a great new look, a new interior, and more industry-leading features. Take a test drive and discover the difference. The all-new 2014 Silverado. Check it out today at your family-owned, customer-friendly dealer, Everett Chevrolet in Springdale, I-540 at Elm Springs Road.
Okay, good luck guys, shoot straight. I've been a guide and an outfitter for most of my life. I developed a scientific product called Nose Jammer. It's not a scent eliminator or a chemical spray. Nose Jammer has concentrated levels of vanillin and other organic compounds found in the woods you hunt. The smell jams the olfactory gland in an animal's nose, so all he smells is his natural environment.
Vincent Productions, proud to be the post-production house of the Huntin Grounds, providing audio, video, web, and design solutions in the Northwest Arkansas area and beyond. Visit us online at vincentprod.com. How do you save a life and find your best friend in one step? Adopt from your local animal shelter. Please donate food, bedding, or financial contribution to help their stay be a little bit better. Like us on Facebook for upcoming events and how you can help.
When it comes to that shot of a lifetime,
And archery becomes more than an obsession. And shooting is more than just a game.
Perfect practice. We'll make perfect shots.
nobody beats morale.
Nobody.
Now on this piece of property that we're on today, it's one of our smaller pieces of property, but it does have 2 food plots that are almost an acre apiece. Now on this particular food plot that we'll be working on today, it performed great last year, but we did encounter one problem with it. Now our deer density a few years ago before we started managing was really low, but after a few years of management it really increased, and the size of our food plot was inadequate for the amount of deer that we had browsing it. Our soybeans did a great job keeping up and they still performed great, but they were over browsed, and so this year we decided that we were going to extend the food plot and we doubled it in size. Now let's talk about the location of this food plot. This food plot is in one of our areas that we do cross fence for our cattle, but as you can tell, we've butted it up against one of our very thick pieces of our property. It's got a great bedding area and a great staging area, and as you can see behind me, we've made a trail that comes right out of it directly into our food plot. Now with the thick bedding area and staging area behind me and a great food source here with the Eagle Seed soybeans and the water source not more than 100 yards away, they have everything they need in this close vicinity. Now one of the things that we have to factor in on this piece of property is something probably a lot of you guys can relate to. We have cattle. Now whether they're a means of meat for your family or they're a source of income, there's something that a lot of you guys have to deal with. Now we've cross-fenced this property multiple times, which allows us to move the cattle from one area to another without depleting any food sources in any given area, which allows the deer to still have a food source in that area as well. But we have to keep the cattle out of the food plot, so what we do is we build fences. We build our temporary permanent fences, is what we like to call them, because they are permanent, but they are temporary at the same time, because we can take them down and move them if we need to, like we had to do in this food plot when we extended the area of this food plot. Now they aren't the most elaborate fences that we've ever built, usually just composed of 3 barbed wire strands, just enough to keep the cattle out. Deer have no problem crossing this fence, especially with just 3 strands. Most of them will crawl in between or underneath it, and a few will jump over it. Well, now that we've gone back in time and you saw one of my seasons when I was a youth, we're going to go to one of our more recent youth seasons here in Arkansas. I'm going to take out Heath again. Took him out a few years ago. He got a big buck. We're going back out again this season, hopefully to get a big buck or a chance at a big doe. We got out there that morning, had a lot of quick action, a lot of deer in the woods, no shot opportunities. We're gonna go back to the cabin, grab a quick bite to eat, and get back out to the blind. So we scarfed down our food, got back out there early that afternoon because we saw so much activity earlier that day. Before we could get in and even zip up the blind, he said, "Here comes a doe." So the same thing went down that afternoon that went down in the early morning. A lot of quick action, no shot opportunities. Well, now it's getting dark, does are starting to filter out of the field. I think it's time to put a stalk on.
turn sideways. Whenever you want. Yep. That's cool. Maybe we got that. We put a stock on a deer. That's pretty cool. 2 people, you, me filming, that works out.
So for Heath this year, he didn't get his big buck, but what a cool opportunity to end your last season as a youth, putting a spot and stock on a doe and being successful. It's a hunt I know he'll remember for the rest of his life, and so will I.
The Huntin Grounds is brought to you by Everett Chevrolet of Northwest Arkansas, Bedford Cameron Video, Morrell Targets, Hook, Line, and Sinker Outdoors, and by these fine sponsors.
The Huntin Grounds, I think, to Stephen is more than just a show to be about killing the deer or some kind of hobby. It's a way of life, and it's something he truly has a heart for, and he loves sharing that and the information that he has about it.
The show has grown a lot since I've joined, but I'm excited to see where it goes and excited for the future.
Being in the Huntin Grounds has made me a better outdoorsman, and being in God's creation has opened my eyes to see all the things that He's given us.
So the show was quickly growing on YouTube. People were enjoying it. Sponsors started hitting us up. So I decided to throw a team together and start an online video series. Did a couple of seasons online, and now here we are, national television.
With a passion that's guided with Christ, the show is at a new pinnacle, national television.
It's more than just a dream or his passion. It's who he is. The Huntin Grounds is who he is.
Now I've got the skills and knowledge, and I plan on passing on these traditions to my wife and children for years to come.
Throughout the years growing up with Stephen, he's always been outside. He loves getting everyone he can out there, and I remember as a kid, he would drag me outside. We would build bird houses. He'd take me squirrel hunting. He would take me out in the woods and teach me all sorts of stuff. Try to teach me the trees, names, I can't name them now. But he is just one awesome guy, and he has worked so hard. This is just in his blood, it's his passion, and he will live like this for the rest of his life, always trying to help the youth especially, and anyone who has the same love for this as he does, he will be there.
Now I've made a lot of sacrifices to make the Huntin Grounds and grow it into what it is today, but I feel like I have God's backing 100%. It's something that I feel like can make an impact on a lot of people's lives and in the hunting industry. It's not just another hunting show. It's a lifestyle for me and something that I hope to pass on for future generations, and the impact starts here on this show.
I look forward to this upcoming season. It's going to be my first season filming hunts. I know it's going to have its challenges, but I think it's just going to increase my thrill for hunting.
Stephen may have had to force me to get up and go hunting with him several times, but I was there when he got his first buck on film. And due to his dedications and passions in life, it has also encouraged me to keep up with my passions throughout life.
I support Stephen 100% in whatever he does. Who'd ever thought a 9-year-old boy would have gone to the woods, done a deer camp with us, and come back the man that he is today. He's just an all-around good guy, and I think the world of him.
And we're incredibly blessed on this show to have the staff that we do and the support from our friends and family. And through each season, our family grows, and now it encompasses you. We look forward to having you on all our episodes to come. Until next time, go out of your way to get a youth or a new hunter involved in the outdoors. Get out there and enjoy God's creation, and as always, have a better and average day.
Music provided by Back Road Anthem and by Brian Matthew Ellis.
Bam! Is that good?
Stephen may have had to force me to get out of bed several times to go hunting with him, but I was there when he got...
Wow, that was really fast! Weather's changing and the deer galloping.
You almost got it.
Yeah, here we go.
No! Why?
The Huntin Grounds. Stop it for just a moment. Stop it.
But I didn't care. It was something that I was passionate about, and I felt like God was driving me to, so I kept on. Does that work? Just go whenever you're ready. Okay, you're going.